Hi, this is Matt Johnson from Redbeard Films. Today, this is by no means a tutorial, not at all. I'm still learning to work with light myself. This is just a test that I felt that I was recording and I felt was worthwhile sharing in case somebody wanted to, learn something more about how these tools that I'm using today work. So at the beginning of the year, I cashed in some old camera gear and lenses that I was no longer using, and I reinvested that into some new lighting fixtures that I would be able to use for Redbeard Films projects moving on. And that way, that money was getting invested into something that would get a lot more use. So what I'm using today is, as my background light, I have my Aputure 200 XS, which I have fitted to it a Neewer LS39 Spotlight attachment that comes with Gobos and gels. And then as my key hard light source, I have an Aputure 60 XS with a SmallRig RA-F150 Fresnel Lens attachment. This was something I really wanted to have a play around with today as well, to see how I can work with hard light. Hard light is something that doesn't get used so much anymore because it's not seen as beautiful, it's not soft, but it can actually be beautiful in its own right if used in the right way. And I'd love to start experimenting with that more. Whether or not what I use it for today looks beautiful is yet to be seen, but I'm keen to play around with it. So I also want to play around with the Spotlight attachment, using the gels and working with color theory and how colors can help influence what an audience perceives from a scene and help heighten a particular performance from your actor. So in this experience, I haven't got anyone to help me out. I've just used myself again. I am an actor. I just wanted to play around with something very basic to see what this color theory could do. So what I started with here is I've used the orange gel, and for me, this was provoking that sense of hope, a new day. There's bright things ahead. So that's what I've gone for here, and I really think that color in the background, the orange, really does help with that. Secondly, I've moved on to the blue gel. Now, the blue gel, of course, is associated with sadness, despair, hopelessness. That's what I have leaned into with this. And again, the color in the background there, having the blue, really does help heighten that performance. Third, I have used the red gel. Now, of course, red is associated with anger, frustration, and that's what I've leaned into here as well. I've tapped into that. That red behind there is really helping heighten those sensations that the performer is feeling, myself in this case. For the last one, I've gone with green. Now, green I am associating with, and well, it quite often is green with envy. So I'm of course leaned into that, but also feelings of hopelessness, feeling alone, anxious. For me, that green color really helps with those feelings and that performance. And you can see here that I feel like that works pretty well. So that's everything for today, just a real quick test, and like I said, I just wanted to share it on here because it may be worthwhile to somebody else, somebody who's only new and only knows as much or a little bit less than what I know. Of course, there'll be people who are far more experienced who see this that will already know this. Yeah, if you've got any questions or comments about what I used today, then feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'm happy to share anything that I can. Cheers.